שלום, זה הרב המשיחי, זאב פורת, רדיו PNN.
Hey folks, that was Zev Porat introducing this segment. Wow, that goes back. Carl Gallups is joining us here. Carl, before we get into the topic for which I called you, talk to me about Zev Porat. That intro there reminds me that Zev Porat has been using your best-selling book, The Rabbi Who Found Messiah, to lead Jews, Arabs, even the Chinese. He takes a book to China, and he's using that book there to lead the Chinese to the Lord. But there was wasn't there an ebook published subsequently to the publishing of the Rabbi book, The Rabbi Who Found Messiah? It has gone bestseller on Amazon, right?
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for having me on, Mike. Yeah, I've been very, very blessed. The Rabbi Who Found Messiah, I don't know, it was in the top several hundred out of 17 million books on Amazon for weeks and weeks, actually months. And here we are several years later, and the book not only is still a bestseller in several categories on Amazon out of many, many thousands of books, but it has been translated into 6 different languages now. And, of course, it was made into a documentary movie by George Escobar, the producer, who produced Alone But Not Alone, a major motion picture that was at the theaters, I think last year, or the year before last. And he also produced the Isaiah 9:10 prophecy. So, and that movie, the Rabbi That Found Messiah movie from the book, has been translated into Hebrew and Spanish, or at least there are subtitles in Hebrew and Spanish. So, yeah, the book has just gone all over the world. Zev Porat has been a huge part of making that happen, especially, as you just said, in Israel and in China. He's also been interviewed on German television.
Right.
And quite extensively in Germany, spoke of the book and had the book and held it up and showed them on German television and gave the testimony of the whole story and the tie-in that he and his family have to that story. So it has been an amazing ride, and God is still using it, and I think it's very significant in these prophetic times in which we're living, Mike.
And the book is now an ebook. And have there been changes made to that ebook to reflect the work of Zev Porat?
Yeah, actually, yes. Because see, here's the thing. There's now, I wrote an epilogue for the book. I think it's about 30 pages, and that was added to the Kindle edition, the ebook edition. It has not been added to the hardcover edition. That would have required a complete resetting and reprinting. And the book has already been through several reprintings from the beginning, just in its original format. Because of its popularity. But yes, because so many things happened after the book was put out.
Right.
And so many attacks, a lot of attacks came against it from the Orthodox Jewish community. That opened up a lot of doors, actually, for the message to go out even further. And when the message did go out, then Jews started getting saved in Israel. And as you said, people in China, in the underground church, people started getting saved there. And so, I wrote an epilogue for it. And it really needs another one, because since I wrote that 30-page epilogue, even more stuff has happened. So it's a story that just won't stop. It just keeps going, and I see the hand of God all over it. It's quite an amazing story. The Rabbi Who Found Messiah, the story of Yitzhak Kaduri.
Yes, and people really need to get their hands on the new ebook version, because there's more content in there. I hear from Zev all the time, and we actually facilitate video making for Messiah of Israel Ministries, where we document these exploits that Zev is doing in Israel, in China, in many of the Arab areas in the Middle East. And Zev Porat using the Rabbi Who Found Messiah to win the lost sheep of Israel. And as he likes to say often, he quotes that verse, all Israel will be saved. And the Bible says in Daniel that in the last days, the people who know their God shall be strong and do exploits. And the Rabbi Who Found Messiah, Yitzhak Kaduri, left a note, and it shocked the world.